Yes, sir. Recorded.
Okay. The reason why I wanted to give this lecture is because some of you uh, have been down because of the events of last year, no? Starting of the pandemic until now. So what I'm going to discuss is three things, no? About needs and your dreams, about performance and productivity, and then about effectiveness and efficiency. These key concepts is important for you to be successful, for you to have a different mindset. Okay, so I'll start with the typical needs that we were taught when we took out our psychology 101. Okay, if you remember, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, di ba? It started with the physiological needs, safety and security, social needs, esteem, and self-actualization. Ngayon, for the millennials daw and the Gen Z, yan ang dagdag, Wi-Fi and battery. So, hindi ba kayo makakasurvive ng walang Wi-Fi tsaka battery? Parang si Athens, hindi pwede. Parang magkakaroon ng mental breakdown pag walang Wi-Fi tsaka battery. Okay?
Yeah, man, sir.
So, siguro si Ronald nag-raise ng hands kasi millennial yan eh. Okay? Sabi nga niya, parang Gen Z pa siya. Okay, so, bata pa pala si Ronald. But lahat ng ginagawa natin, there's something that we particularly need. Okay, when we first started, gusto natin yung una, di ba? Food, clothing, and shelter. Siyempre, kailangan natin yan eh. Ako, when my parents broke up, ang lagi kong iniisip, to get out of poverty, dapat makatapos ako ng pag-aaral. So, ang target ko is to get a scholarship. So, yun yung dream ko. From your need, nagkakaroon kayo ng dream. So, okay. So, next is yung safety and security. Of course, gusto natin, we are always safe and secured. And then some of us, we don't leave the company because there's a feeling of belongingness. Yun yung social needs. And then, okay lang sa atin na maliit ang sweldo kasi nare-recognize naman tayo. There's recognition of our achievement. And then what I want you to transcend is you want to help somebody because there's a self-fulfillment when you are helping others. So yung self-actualization. So from your needs, nagkakaroon kayo ng dreams. But how do you achieve your dreams? Kasi yun yung importante. From point 1, may pangangailangan kayo hanggang sa point B na gusto nyong marating yung dreams nyo. So from then on, we got to my series of lectures na dinevelop is precisely because of those needs. Okay, I have lectures with assistants, supervisors, assistant managers, and then executives. And I'm proud to say that yung pinakadulo, yung self-actualization, I was able to be fulfilled because meron akong naturuan na naging executive, si Ms. Rose Guzman from SBI. Dati ko siyang part-time cashier sa North EDSA. And then, naiwan ko yung Save More, nagkaroon ng head ang Save More Express and then ang Save More Market, si Cherry and Bang respectively. And in the future, Athens and Ronald and some of you. Okay? So what I'm trying to say is that what I developed, what you attended, the series of lectures that you attended did not come from space, no? It came from my experience and from those needs. Okay? Kaya ko dinevelop yung leadership to go. Okay? So, how do I summarize everything? How did I become successful? It's because of those needs. Okay? Una, I wanted to increase my salary. Siyempre, for my family. And then I wanted to belong. I wanted to be part of a group, a team. Of course, I also wanted to get recognition. So in that particular picture, sa left side nyo, is when Tatang awarded me the outstanding manager. And then, naging outstanding store kami in Fairview. Okay? So those were the recognition na na-receive ko. But I realized, hindi pala yun ang ultimate na magpapasaya sa'yo. Yung serving others and giving back. Okay, I was able to say personally thank you to Tatang when I was asked to be the guest speaker for the SM Scholars. Yun pala ang mas, yung self-actualization is the self-fulfillment of giving back. Okay? Yun of course, kilala ko si Tatang. But ang mas mataas na recognition pala is when you are able to serve others kahit hindi mo kilala, kahit walang kapalit. I think that is the best word. Tumutulong ka kahit walang kapalit. So from this, I created a matrix to guide you. So ano yung objective nyo? Ano yung magiging dream nyo? And then ano yung pwede nyo gawin? Ano yung strategy nyo? Okay? So here, I started with kailangan to increase my salary. It's either lumabas ako ng SM or ma-promote ako, mabigyan ako ng MI. But before I achieve that, kailangan, ang strategy ko, i-improve ko muna yung sarili ko. Kailangan madagdagan yung knowledge, skills, and gumanda yung attitude ko towards career and work and life. And then from there, the ability to belong. Kailangan maging part ako ng isang store, may isang group, either front-end, selling, or in Save More, or in one particular branch. But before I can belong, kailangan I have to contribute. Okay? So far ba nakukuha nyo yung gist of what I'm saying? Maybe thumbs up. So far clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear, sir.
Okay. So then, kailangan yung recognition din. So, syempre, ang target mo makakuha ng awards. Pero how can you get awards? Una, strategy mo is to improve your productivity and performance. Short term, gusto mo maging effective ka. But long term, kailangan mas efficient ka. And lastly, to be able to serve others. That is the biggest fulfillment that you can get. Pero paano mo gagawin yun? Kailangan i-develop mo yung ibang tao. Kailangan makapag-produce ka ng katulad ni Cherry tsaka ni Bang. So if you're like Ma'am Evelyn, kailangan makapag-produce ka ng isang manager for one particular store or more. Let others grow. Sabi nila, you have to lose your job. Kasi iba na yung role mo eh. Yung role mo ngayon is not anymore for yourself but for others. Okay? So I hope that you can take a picture of this matrix so that you can share it with your loved ones, even to your team. Para malinaw sa kanya na ito pala ang kailangan kong gawin to be able to be successful and to have a different mindset. Okay? So sa ngayon, ang focus ko is more on performance and productivity and effectiveness and efficiency para ma-achieve nyo yung goals nyo. So let's define the 4 concepts. No? So can I ask si Ma'am Evelyn to read the difference of the two? Nandiyan ba si Ma'am Evelyn? Baka nakamute si Ma'am Evelyn.
Ma'am Evelyn?
Or sino ba available ngayon? Si Cherry ng Davao.
morning, sir.
Okay. Can you read, Cherry?
Yes, sir. Performance is a business term that denotes the ability of an employee to accomplish his or her respective job-related activities vis-a-vis the organization's expectations and goals. Productivity is the value that an employee brings to the organization for a specific unit of time.
Okay. So how do you explain the two? Are they related or are they not related, Cherry?
I think they are related somehow because productivity for me is a result of a performance, a good performance.
Okay. Maganda yung sinabi ni Cherry, no? Related yung dalawa because dependent yung productivity nyo sa inyong performance. So sometimes we don't bother discussing this with our staff, but you know, your performance directly affects your productivity, and your productivity affects the company's productivity as well. So link yan eh. So dapat may explain nyo sa staff nyo and even to your loved ones na if your performance is bad, it directly affects your productivity and also the company's productivity. So, di ba, tapos na yung planning nyo for next year. But I'm sure you were able to evaluate ano yung performance nyo this year so that you can be able to plan out for next year. Okay? So, kung ang productivity nyo ay mababa, of course, dapat bumawi kayo next year. Kasi mas mataas normally ang targets nyo for next year versus the previous year. Okay? And related to the relationship between performance and productivity, I will ask Lorby to read this.
Okay, sir. A study of economic at the University of Warwick found that happy employees were 12% more productive, while dissatisfied worker proved 10% less productive. If employee feels bored and undervalued, it will affect their performance.
Okay. So maliwanag dun sa binasa ni Lord na kung hindi ka masaya, you're less productive compared to those na masaya ka. Okay? Sabi dito, 12% more productive. Kung hindi ka naman masaya, you're 10% less productive. Okay? So, what I want to drive at is that when you go to work, and if you are not satisfied, it affects your general productivity. Okay? So, dapat ma-share nyo yan sa mga tao nyo and to inculcate in your mind na whenever you work or whenever you do something, you have to be satisfied and happy. Okay, sometimes kasi hintay mo munang gumanda yung atmosphere, environment mo bago ka sumaya. Di ba? Everything will be dependent on you. You cannot depend on another person or you will wait until manalo si President Robredo. Eh what if hindi siya manalo? Diba? Are you going to wait until the next election para ka lang maging masaya and satisfied? So in short, even if you're not satisfied with the company, kasi wala namang perfect company, even if you go out, you will still encounter a lot of things that will be dependent on another person. So dapat ang mindset mo, ano yung pwede mong gawin, those that you can control. Di ba nga, pinag-aaralan natin yung controllable expenses. So manage those that you can control. Do not dwell too much on those things that you cannot control. Okay? So yung natututunan nyo sa kumpanya, sa store nyo, with all the data that you have, you can also apply it in your daily lives. Ang problema minsan, hindi natin ina-apply. Eh, nagtitipid ka sa tindahan, pero sa bahay mo naman, hindi ka nagtitipid. Diba? Then what did you learn? Okay? So I hope yung relationship ng productive performance and productivity is clear para maunawaan nyo, bakit ba yung mga tao nyo, ang productivity mababa. So the reason there is that baka hindi sila masaya. Bakit hindi sila masaya? Baka hindi nila gusto yung boss nila. Or baka may problema sila. So sometimes the dynamics of being a leader is not only about numbers. Hindi pwedeng lagi mo lang tinatanong sa kanila, magkano benta? Dapat tanungin mo rin sila, kamusta yung family nila? Kamusta yung mga anak nila? Kamusta yung buhay nila? Especially now na pandemic. So you have to balance between personal lives and also career. Kasi kailangan balance yung dalawa. Hindi pwedeng puro kayo performance. Kailangan tanungin nyo rin, kamusta yung pamilya nila? Okay? Next is, ito, I want to teach you this because critical to. Baka kasi nakakalimutan nyo na since matagal na kayo sa kumpanya, some of you, ang focus nyo is effectiveness lang. Ang focus nyo is status quo. So I would like to ask si Flora May to read the difference between efficiency and effectiveness.
Good morning po. While efficiency refers to how well something is done, and effectiveness refers to how useful something is.
So how can you explain that, Flora May? Ano ba sa iyo ang
Efficiency po, from the word itself, refers to how well something is done. Kung gaano po siya, yung result po ng work on how efficient it is, and yung effectiveness naman po kung paano po naging effective yung work na ginawa.
Okay. So in simple terms, kung may ginagawa ka ngayon, effective 'yon. Pero kung mapapaganda mo pa siya, yun yung efficiency. Okay? Doon naman sa mga may sasakyan, siguro karamihan sa inyo may motor o sasakyan na or kotse. Pag may kotse ka and you go from one point to the other, point A to point B, that's effectiveness. Kasi yung objective mo, makarating dun sa pupuntahan mo. Ang ibig sabihin nun, yun yung effectiveness ng sasakyan. Ang efficiency, nakarating ka from point A to point B in less than 30 minutes. Yun yung pinagkaiba ng dalawa. Dito, critical na as managers, alam nyo yung difference ng dalawa. Kasi maaring gumagawa kayo ng gumagawa 8 hours a day, pero yun at yun din ang na-accomplish nyo. So as managers, as leaders, you have to think long term. Hindi naman pwedeng 10 tasks ang ginawa mo sa isang araw, tapos 365 days in a year. So dapat mas less na. So for example, sa isang araw, 10 yung ginagawa mo. To be efficient, dapat maging 20. Or half a day, naka-10 task ka na. Okay? Naintindihan nyo? Clear ba? Thumbs up? So what I'm trying to teach you is these are 4 concepts na minsan na nakakalimutan habang you are still in the company. Okay, for example, si Ku, she's handling, I think, Poso Rubio. So sometimes pag ang tao laging, halimbawa 1 taon na siya dun sa tindahan na yon, sometimes yung mga nakikita ng mga bisita hindi na niya nakikita. So ang suggestion ko, Ku, focus on efficiency. Kasi sometimes pag comfortable ka na sa ginagawa mo, effectiveness na lang iniisip mo eh. Sometimes to a point, yung 10 tasks nagiging 5 na lang sa isang araw. So dapat ang frame of mind natin, it's always to be efficient. Kaya nga dapat lagi kayong nag-aaral, lagi kayong nadadagdagan ng knowledge and skills. Kahit na successful ka, kahit na nagkamali kayo. Yun yung test of being a good leader. You're improving yourself every day, every hour, every minute. Okay? So, I hope that clear sa inyo yung mga bagay na yan. Kasi as leaders and managers, it can help you to be successful. Sometimes, kasi gusto natin successful, pero wala naman tayong effort. Diba? Kaya nga save more eh. Diba? Kailangan, bago ka ma-promote, mabigyan ng MI, you have to give more. If you're expecting to be promoted, pero you're giving less, or you're not giving at all. So to be able to get more, you have to give more. Okay? So yun yung basis ko why I was able to create my own motto, mantra in life. And that is to learn, to lead, and to serve. So I hope this can help you with your journey in life. Okay? Yung journey nyo sa buhay, mas simple kasi alam nyo kung ano yung magiging yung dreams nyo at paano makamtan yung dreams na yun. So you have to learn, you have to lead, and you have to serve. So alam nyo naman, pag natuto kayo, there's growth. Pag nakapag-lead kayo ng tao, there's inspiration. Pag nakapag-serve kayo, there's fulfillment. So in the end, na-achieve mo na yung hierarchy of needs. Masaya ka na kasi may natulungan ka ng ibang tao. Okay? So with that, I would like to thank you, and I hope that you can be inspired to be able to inspire others. Okay, so you can deactivate na the recording unless you have